It's a home brew. It's a Belgian-style dark ale. And I am honored and, in my opinion, very privileged to have this beer in my hands. Let's talk a bit about this beer. All right. Before we open it, there's a bit of a story behind this. First of all, let me read this short passage from the note that was sent to me with this, actually dropped off because one of the brewers lives nearby. What we have here is a 17 Brew Crew International Brew Share collaboration between myself, who is JMCMLXX, and Corin Zenith, called Druon's Hand. That's what they called this beer. These two guys are home brewers on the internet, and they've collaborated on the 17 Brew Crew forum and formulated this beer. And it sounds simple, but I'm actually really amazed that we can do this. So this beer recipe is, is a special collaboration. There is a story on the back printed, and of course you're not going to read that. And rather than me try to fumble through the story, let's let one of the brewers, Corin Zenith, tell you what the story is behind this beer. Let's just watch this short clip.
Well, g'day guys, here we go. It's Corin Zenith here, and this beer here is called Druon's Hand. It was an absolute pleasure to do this recipe as an International Brew Series beer with my mate JMCM LXX over in Ontario, Canada. So this dark Belgian is based on a ancient legend of a Roman soldier called Civilis Brabo, and this soldier basically sliced the hand off a giant who was terrorizing the people. The people were trying to cross a lake, go over a bridge, and basically if they didn't pay this giant, who was called Druon, hence Druon's Hand, he would chop their hand off and throw their hand as well as I think themselves into the river. But Civilis Brabo plucked up enough courage, went over there with his sword and chopped the giant's hand off and threw it in the river to see how he liked it. So I thought that was a fantastic backdrop to have to this amazing beer. This beer doesn't follow any particular style guidelines. We just wanted to have a nice dark ale that really used the yeast, highlighted the yeast. It does contain some hops. It's an all malt, by the way, but it has Amarillo, Citra, Cascade, and showcases the M27 Mangrove Jack's Belgian Ale yeast, which is a fantastic strain.
So I got a text one afternoon saying, "There's a package at your door. Sorry I couldn't stay, I had to run." So JMCM LXX stopped by and he dropped off 2 beers, this being one of them. I have a glass here. Drum roll, please. Without further ado, we'll talk more about it as we go along. There's a link to the recipe down below. It's on the 17 Brew Crew forum. If you're not a member, don't worry about it. Just click on the link down below and you'll get the recipe and all the stuff you need to know if you want to make this beer. I am absolutely so honored to have this in my hands. Thank you guys. It's nice to have this dropped off and let me have a go at it. Got my what I think is a suitable glass. I don't know. Let's give it a whirl. Oh. All right. Looks like we're gonna have to go a little easy on this. This is certainly got lots of body. Of course, the glass widens at the top, and that helps a little bit with the pour in this particular case. The beer sat in my fridge for about a week and it got tipped over apparently. Somebody didn't realize it was in there and it got capsized, but it survived. There is no problem actually. It's just chill hazed. It's not, it didn't suffer any ill will. Just great. I just blinded myself. So yes, there you have it. I am excited about this. There is an upside down snowstorm coming up from the bottom. I don't know if the camera picked that up. It may have, it may not have. It's frosting up the glass as we speak here, so let's just move on. It's got a beautiful hop aroma. I'm not a beer reviewer per se. It's got a very balanced, I can smell some, you know what, I looked at the recipe and I don't remember what's in it. It smells like it's got some Cara malt in it, but I know it's an all malt beer made from extract. So who knows what was in the extracts, because they were kits. I think one of the ingredients was a pre-hopped beer kit. That was what it started with, and then they extrapolated on it, which is a great thing to do, really. I'm tasting this right now. Cheers, you guys. Thank you so much. Let's give it a whirl. Oh, you got a tail end of one there. It caught me by surprise. Wow. I can't even describe that. It's deep. Oh, you've put me on the spot, guys. Let's give it another go. What a masterpiece. No word of a lie. That is a great dark ale, Belgian style. You can taste, they used a certain yeast, and again, the recipe's down below. And I'm just going by the seat of my pants here. I don't want to extrapolate on any part of the recipe in case I get it wrong. It's down below. You know what? What I'll do is I'll pause the video. I'll quickly take a look at the recipe now, and I'll see what I can decipher. Yep, I knew it. There's at least 3 types of Cara malts in here, and along with the 3 or 4 hop additions that went in, which add the bitterness and of course the aroma and the hop flavor, the great fruitiness, and that. The Cara malts balance that part of the beer, excuse me, and make it such a beautiful round beer. And what a combination this is. And it's 7% alcohol, so I better be careful. I'm going to top this up just to give us the rest of it. But you know what? This has been sitting around. I actually went on the website twice to look at the recipe, and this is hanging in there quite nicely. Let's finish it off. There we go. I am really enjoying this beer. This is an awesome concoction, or creation, if you will. And the label itself, the effort that goes into these labels and whatnot. So this was brewed by Jay, MCM LXX. Obviously, we don't want to be sending beers over from Australia. It's too expensive. But the recipe is there, and thank you too for coming up with such an absolutely amazing beer. I wish I had the articulation to describe more of the beer. I can taste those hop layers, I can taste those Cara malts, but there's not too many of them. It's not what I call a sticky beer. I've made some beers where I put in too much Cara pills or caramel malts, and the beer, it tastes like candy, you know? This is not like that. This is a well-balanced beer between the hops, the dry malts that they put in there, the grains, and of course the kit, the pre-hopped kit, which is again a great way to start a beer. Oh, the carbonation is spot on for this style of beer. It's not overly carbonated, but it's not flat. It's got that nice buzz when it goes down, and it's just an awesome tasting beer. It just goes to show you what happens when a couple guys get together from halfway around the world and they say, hey, let's make a beer. This isn't just, you know, fun and games here. This is real beer. I mean, I would challenge myself to walk to the local liquor outlet or beer outlet and randomly pick out a dark Belgian ale off the shelf that tastes as good as this one. I'm not kidding. It's a home brew, guys. Come on. We know our beer tastes better than commercial beers. Listen, you two. We got trouble. If you guys, you know, you guys are great brewers, great craft brewers. And thank you so much for allowing me to have this. And please share this video on 17 Brew Crew or wherever you want to share it. I approve of this. Not that I'm the authority on home brew or anything like that, but this is better than anything I've got in the house right now, including my own home brew. So, cheers. And 17. Oh, there's some good bloody beer being brewed in people's kitchens around here, I'll tell you.